is taking us to Hogwarts, where we're going to be making ButterBeer pancakes. So the things you'll need to make these is 1 cup butterscotch chips, 2 cups 1/4 of flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of milk, half a cup of ricotta cheese, half a cup of caramel coffee creamer, and 2 large eggs. So, the first thing you're going to do is you will need to blend, or you can use a food processor or blender to chop up your butterscotch chips into little chunks. So let's go do that. Okay, so we're going to put the butterscotch chips into the blender. Blend it. And then I'm going to go blend it. See you when it's all chopped up. We're back! And we're done chopping up all the butterscotch chips. So now let's put it in the bowl. And our blender kind of turned into powder a little bit. But as you see, it's all chopped up and stuff. Now, if you don't chop it up, when you make the pancakes, it's kind of like when you take a bite, it is hard and all you can really feel is just the butterscotch chips. So that's why you have to blend them or crush them.
And we actually attempted this, and I think it kind of like made it chunky and not that good.
So, yeah, so we tried it for you. So yeah, you gotta blend it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bowl. We're gonna put all of our dry ingredients in. So we're gonna put in our flour,
the sugar,
our baking powder,
our baking soda, which I think was the opposite,
and our salt, and our butterscotch chips.
Make sure you wash your hands before cooking.
Yes. Always wash your hands.
Okay.
And make sure you have adult supervision and parent permission before cooking. So, you're going to blend this up. You're going to blend it all up.
Or mix it until it's all combined into one full dry ingredient mixture.
Okay, so now we're going to take our wet ingredients and put them all in a bowl.
So we got our milk, our
ricotta cheese,
and our coffee creamer, and you can add the eggs.
and our 2 large eggs. And we're going to mix that, and we're going to whisk it up.
Whisk a nice whisker. Or stir.
We're going to stir all up until it's completely blended.
And
Now, it might be a little clumpy, but that's just for the ricotta cheese. But it's okay because you're going to put it in here and blend it up.
until it's all one full mixture.
We're done mixing this up. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to put your wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. Whoa.
And mix it all up, and make sure to not overmix it.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little clumpy.
Oh, remember the dry ingredients? They used to be like the mouth a little orange because it's the butterscotch chips.
Oh yeah. And we're going to mix. syrup. So, what you'll need to make the syrup is 8 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 cup of buttermilk, half a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of butter extract. And if you don't have that, you can use vanilla extract instead. Okay, so what are we going to do? So what we're going to do is take this stuff to the stove. Let's go! Okay, so now we're at the stove. And what we're going to do is turn our stove on a 5 or medium and let it heat up for a minute. And when it's all heated up, you're going to add sugar and buttermilk to the pot. That's cool. So you're going to add your butter, your buttermilk, and sugar. And you're going to mix it up. Whoa, this is cool. You're going to let your sugar dissolve and your butter melt. I'll see you when it's all melted and starts to boil a little bit. Okay, whoa. Okay, now you see that it's boiling. So you're going to turn off the stove and take it off the heat. And then you're going to add your baking soda and your butter or vanilla extract. Now, when you start stirring up, you'll see it's starting to foam. Now, that's actually supposed to happen because when, you know how the baking soda and vinegar experiment kind of exploded? Well, the baking soda also has something to do with it. So when you add it in, it starts to foam. So you're just going to have that in there for just a minute to foam up. Okay, so we just finished making the syrup, and now we're going to make the whipped topping. So what you'll need for this is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, a 1/4 cup powdered sugar, and 2 tablespoons butterscotch instant pudding mix. So what you're going to do is you're going to add your heavy whipping cream into this, a big bowl, your powdered sugar, and your butterscotch instant pudding. And then,
we're going to whisk it in circles.
Really, really fast.
And now this heavy whipping cream is going to start to thicken up, and it's going to turn into whipped cream.
And you're going to spin in circles really fast. And as you can see, it is turning brown because of that, the butterscotch instant pudding mix. So you're going to do that, turn around until it becomes whipped cream. And also it's going to become a little bubbly, and that means you're starting to mix it and you're adding air into it. And the air is what fluffs it up and turns it into whipped cream. So, we'll see you when we're done whisking.
Okay, everyone. Now that it is done, the whipped cream, we are going to go ahead and start to bake the pancakes.
And this is what it should look like. It should look like a really thick pudding. And you can try a little bit of it, and it's going to be really thick. And that is what it's supposed to be like when it's done. But now that we're done with the toppings, let's go make the pancakes. Okay, so I have just got the pan, and I got the batter, and I got me some butter. So I'm going to wait for this to heat up, and I'm going to put on some butter. Oh, wait. I didn't even turn it on. So we're going to turn it on to about, 5. And we're going to wait for that to heat up. Okay, so now that the pan is heated up, I'm going to take a stick of butter, and I'm going to slide it all around. And as you can see, it's starting to sizzle. So, now that I have done that, I am going to take a little bit of my batter, and I'm going to put it on the pan. Uh-oh, it's sticking. I'm going to put some batter on the pan. And then we are going to wait. Now, here is a tip on when cooking with pancakes. You have to wait till you see bubbles. And when all the bubbles pop, so it'd be like they float to the top, and then you'll see bubbles on top. And when they're all popped, that means the pancake is done, and then you can go ahead and flip it. And don't forget to have parent permission and adult supervision when cooking. And I'm going to see you when I'm done making all the pancakes. And another thing, this batter can be refrigerated, so you can save this for another day if you'd like. Oh, it smells so good. You know what it smells like? It smells like normal. It smells like normal pancakes, but with like butterscotch smell. It's weird. It's like no, like it smells like normal pancakes with some coffee caramel. Yeah, that's what it smells like. It smells like carameled pancakes. It's so good. Oh my gosh, can't wait to eat it. Dun dun. The beautiful pancakes. Okay, we are done making the pancakes, and here is the final result. It looks so good. Can't wait to try it. So let's grab me. Let's grab.
He just wants to escape.
Myself a pancake. And let's grab Arizona a pancake. Grab a little bit of syrup. And there's actually some optional things you can add on top. You can add butterscotch syrup, caramel syrup, and lightning bolt sprinkles if you'd like.
And you can also add some butterscotch chips
On top. Here you go, Sana. Here's a little bit of whipped cream. And now,
This is the best.
time for the final result. Let's eat some. I'm so excited.
Got some cream on there. Ready?
Yeah. That is so good. Oh my gosh. That tastes like a pancake with like butterscotch and yeah, that's pretty much what it tastes like. It looks like a pancake with some butterscotch and it's a little crispy and crunchy and creamy. It is so good. I would absolutely recommend this. Oh my gosh, imagine if they had a restaurant based off Harry Potter.
I'm going to make one when I grow up. No. Or they already have it.
It's like warm and cold at the same time because you have the whipped cream. And it just makes it like creamy and fluffy and it's a little crispy and crunchy. It's so good.
And liquidy.
Well, that concludes our